Thank you. How's everyone doing? I thought Ben was exaggerating when he told me about this place, but it really does take 7 bridges to get here. Wow. I hope it's okay that I have my water here. I gotta tell you, the net worth in this room is making my mouth dry. So I may need to drink every couple minutes. I hope that's okay. So I'm having a good year so far. I thought you guys should know that. Things are going well for me. Thank you. My wife and I had our 2nd kid this year. Anyone with kids knows that having kids can be very difficult, right? Very time-consuming. They make everything more of a hassle. And just the other day, we took our 2 kids to the pediatrician. And the pediatrician keeps telling us, you know your children are just dogs. And you need to start taking them to the veterinarian. She's got a real attitude, is what I'm saying. We're this close to finding a different doctor. But you know it's true what they say. They say, you know, when you have your first child, you're so aware, right? You try to be a really good parent, and you try to be alert and do everything right, and then by the time you get the 2nd kid, some of those rules get relaxed, right? Well, the same is true for dogs. I don't know if you all knew that, but it's true. Our first dog is Winston, and he's very spoiled. And when we got him, we only gave him organic chicken and kale. And true story, I promise. And we actually got his DNA tested so that we know what breed he is, so that we could look out for medical issues, you know, that we should be concerned about. By the time we got our 2nd dog, instead of organic chicken and kale, we just now give them whatever kibbles on sale. And we decided to let her be whatever breed she identifies as. You know, we think that's important. So yeah, having kids is great. Another reason this year has been great for me, I'm doing well financially, you guys. And my dad last summer loaned us about $10,000. And then just last month, he was diagnosed with dementia. So I am debt-free, you guys. And I have to tell you, it's been load off. Trust me, it really is. And listen, I know what you're thinking. I'm not cruel, I promise you. I did the research. You're actually not supposed to ask someone with Alzheimer's about the past. You're not. So what kind of monster would I be if I brought up this whole money thing from months ago? No, keeping his money in silence is the right thing to do. What else is going on? I'm not feeling good about my weight loss this year. I did have the New Year's resolution to lose weight. I'm getting older now. I actually turn 44 next week. 44? Yes. Thank you. And I know what you're saying. No way. You don't look that old. Impossible. I'm sorry? 44 years old.
Amazing. 44 is young.
Okay. But I am getting older though. I appreciate that.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's true. And a lot of people, I don't know if anyone here has heard of the phrase, black don't crack? Anyone? Well, that is a phrase, and it's true, black does not crack, but it does go gray and get fat. So I do have a couple of things that I need to worry about. And the problem is, you know, I'm getting a little older, and I know that I should be eating healthier and getting more active, but my problem is it doesn't seem dire. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like an emergency. So I'm the kind of person that's like eating or watching those What the Health documentaries, but I'm eating the thing that they're talking about on the show. Like, Cheez-Its have that much sodium? That can't be good. And don't worry, you guys, it's not like I'm not trying. I am. I actually joined Weight Watchers the other day. Anyone heard of that? And I'm waiting. And I'm watching. I guess that only works for Oprah. What is it? WW. But that doesn't work as well with control. But thank you for that. But you know, I actually know that I do need to do something about my weight. And the reason why is I was actually a victim of online bullying recently. This is serious, this is true, you guys. You know when you go to the doctor and you can, after your visit, you can log on to your patient portal and it'll tell you like what your medications are and what your diagnoses are. Well, I went to the doctor for a B12 shot. And then when I got home, I logged into the patient portal and it said, patient presents as obese. Which, first of all, rude. Secondly, if that's not online bullying, I'm not sure what is. And thirdly, like, isn't that outside their jurisdiction? Like, I didn't even go there for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be like if I went for a pap smear and the doctor was like, you should floss more. It's like, are we in the same visit, doctor? But yeah, it's so much pressure, right, to look young and feel young. And I actually got some work done recently. I don't know if anyone here can tell. I got a womb tuck. It's actually called a hysterectomy, but that just seems so clinical. Do you know what I mean? And I got the idea from that Marie Kondo lady. Anyone hear of her? And she's got that book and that show for people who have too much clutter, right? And she says if you're carrying something and it no longer brings you joy, then you should let it go. Well, I gotta say, I let go of my uterus and I have not looked back, you guys. I have not looked back. But no, my wife is of Jamaican descent, and a lot of times when people hear that, Cindy Ann was talking about that, people assume that she married me for her citizenship, which, again, rude. And if anyone actually knew my wife, they'd know she married me for my health insurance benefits. So, now I feel stupid. And no, a lot of times people complain that their wives are like maxing out their credit cards. I will say I do not have that problem. But my wife is going to town on my Blue Cross Blue Shield card. I'm talking co-pays on top of co-pays. And she doesn't like that I call her a hypochondriac, but I'll just say this. She's the only person I know that can leave the house perfectly healthy and then come back with fibromyalgia. It's amazing. Don't know how she does it. It's amazing. It is. And you know, I talk about my wife and I talk about my family. And it is stressful though, I have to be honest with you, it's sometimes stressful to be gay, and I'm actually working on being less gay this year. That's one of my other resolutions, I'm trying to be less gay. And really the reason that there's nothing wrong with it, it's just that it's not interesting anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a time when you would come into a room and say you were gay and people cared and they were interested and tell me more, and it's just not the case anymore. There's like, basically now I have to be like polyamorous with an eye patch and a Syrian baby to even like raise an eyebrow in this town. And the other problem is being married to another woman is basically two people walking around the house saying, I just didn't appreciate your tone. That's pretty much what we're doing. But no, actually growing up gay in a black household was a little difficult. Black families aren't necessarily entirely supportive. And I want to promise you, this is not just for this room, this is a true fact. My favorite group of people is young white women. And I don't mean that like in a creepy Harvey Weinstein kind of way. I just mean that in my experience, white women are more down for the cause. They think that I'm more down for the cause than I am. They are very about self-empowerment and reframing issues in a way that make you have no choice but to feel good about yourself. So like when I tell a young white girl, for instance, that I'm trying to lose weight, invariably some young girl named Callie says, you know, Shana, weight is just a social construct designed by the man to oppress the people. And I'm like, you know what, Callie? That's change I can believe in. It's true. So I like hanging around young white girls, but I have to be very, very careful. I only do that during the weekdays. I can only kind of tolerate weekday white girls. I don't know if anyone here knows what I'm talking about. Hear me out. It sounds rude. It's not. I can only deal with weekday whites because if you know any young white girls on the weekends, I promise you, you've seen a picture of them at the finish line of a marathon they just ran by 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. I promise you. And it's always like these very strangely themed runs, right? Like Save the Panda run, or Glow in the Dark run, or Let's Get in the Mud and Get Struck by Lightning run. Basically, young white girls are like the army. They do more before 9 a.m. than I do the entire weekend. But I notice when I look at these pictures, I don't really notice a lot of black people. And I was curious about that, but don't worry, you guys, I did the research for you. The reason you don't see a lot of black people currently running all those marathons is that black people actually invented the marathon. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's true. Actually, the first marathon was called Escape from Slavery. Yes. Yes, I definitely don't want to make anyone here uncomfortable. Sorry if that's happening. But yeah, we have really interesting themes too, like, is that the North Star? Damn, these chains are heavy. I mean, think about it. What is it? The Iron Man, where you like bike for 50 miles and swim for 30 miles and then run for 7 bridges? Like, I mean, really? That doesn't sound like someone trying to escape captivity? Come on, guys. You weren't lying, that bright light is very bright. But as I was saying, growing up gay in a black household was difficult sometimes. And during like family gatherings and holidays, sometimes I felt like the weirdo, the oddball out. I didn't necessarily look forward to holidays, but this year my cousin gave me a gift, and he came out as vegan. So, tag, he's it. And of course, I treat him with the same respect that he treated me with, and I just ask the same kind of questions and tell him the same things that he told me when I came out. And I said, just so you know, if you want to eat vegetables in the comfort of your own kitchen, that's your business. But don't go shoving your plant-based lifestyle down my throat, which I think is fair. And I told him, you know, just so you know, God made chicken and quail, not quinoa and kale. So, it was great